I'm Jeffrey Edward Epstein, and my residence address is 6100 Red Hook Boulevard in Virgin Islands.
Do you maintain any other residences presently?
I have vacation homes in New Mexico, Palm Beach, New York, and Paris.
He was known as this sort of Gatsby-like figure of mystery in New York. He was this single guy, very wealthy, very good-looking, and people knew that he had made a lot of money, but they didn't know how.
What people knew about him was that he was stunningly rich. The guy was living a life that most people dream about.
In the 80s, he hit it out of the ballpark. A lot of powerful men liked him and trusted him to handle his money.
My impression was just a wealthy, very private guy.
All of their friends, they were politicians, they were businessmen.
How did one man, with no clear public source of wealth, manage to gain access to presidents, billionaires, royalty, and celebrities?
I had dinners with him. He had relationships with people he said, would give to global health, which is a interest I have. Not nearly enough philanthropy goes in that direction. Those meetings were a mistake. They didn't result in what he purported, and I cut them off. That goes back a long time ago now. So there's nothing new on that.
Jeffrey Epstein wasn't just wealthy. He was connected. In elite circles, access is everything. Being invited to the right places can open doors that money alone cannot. Epstein understood this world very well.
Really, if you look at his career, it was all making contacts with the rich and powerful, particularly in the finance world, in Wall Street, in New York.
Through exclusive events, private gatherings, and influential introductions, he positioned himself inside networks that few outsiders ever reach. During the 1990s and early 2000s, Epstein appeared frequently at high-profile social events.
He did business with high-end individuals.
Photographs and public records show him interacting with politicians, business leaders, academics, and royalty. Among those circles were well-known public figures, including Donald Trump, who were seen with Epstein at public events during that period. In a 2002 interview, Trump stated that he had known Epstein socially. Years later, Trump publicly distanced himself from Epstein, and no continued relationship was documented.
He was a fixture in Palm Beach. I had a falling out with him a long time ago. I don't think I've spoken to him for 15 years. I wasn't a fan. I was not, a long time ago. I'd say maybe 15 years. I was not a fan of his, that I can tell you.
It is important to be clear. Social association does not imply wrongdoing. A key figure in Epstein's social world was Ghislaine Maxwell.
Maxwell had a personal and professional relationship with Jeffrey Epstein.
She introduced Epstein to influential people and helped manage his social connections.
He was your guest as well. In 2000, Epstein was a guest at Windsor Castle and at Sandringham. He was brought right into the heart of the royal family at your invitation.
But certainly at my invitation, not at the royal family's invitation. But remember that it was his girlfriend that was the key element in this. He was the, as it were, plus one to some extent.
Her arrest and later conviction brought renewed attention to how Epstein's network operated. Through court proceedings, the public gained a clearer picture of how introductions and social access were managed.
Prince Andrew himself, who suggested that he met Jeffrey Epstein through you.
I think that's true. So, well, it's true that Andrew said that. Yep, no, I'm sure it's true.
Interest in Epstein's connections remains high. Court documents continue to be reviewed.
To put this in context, we've received 33,000 pages. That's less than 1 gigabyte. The FBI has said publicly that there are about 300 gigabytes of files. That means the DOJ today released well less than 1%.
Media investigations are ongoing, and public curiosity has not disappeared.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. Are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable.
The case raised broader questions about power, influence, and how social access can shape outcomes behind closed doors.
Everything about his career shows that he was a brilliant networker who knew how to milk and use all the contacts he made.
Jeffrey Epstein's story is no longer just about one man. It's about how access works at the highest levels of power, and why the full story often takes years to emerge.